Alright, this question was in the comments, but it was about a purple texture, no texture, which I've never seen. Well, I just saw my first green no texture, and I realized what it is now. Uh, it's when you got multiple layers active. In this case, one of these is looking for a texture that's not here, and it's right here. It's emissive map. My guess is that texture, this purple, has an emissive channel active, like this, for example. And it was disabled. See, now I got a red no texture, but it was green a minute ago. Just whatever color it was set at, but it couldn't find it. And just delete the layer and delete that layer, which this was in PBR. I just realized it wasn't in the regular one. But it could happen here too. If you have multiple layers and you got something assigned, but this don't have the emissive channel, I don't think. Or does it? Yeah, but see, it wasn't loaded. I was messing around with PBR, and I changed the texture. I renamed the file, so it couldn't find the file. So it showed a path, and it was still like active, but I didn't know it was like on layer 2. But you can have like 4 layers. See, I done deleted it, so it should correct the problem. There's no texture. That no texture disappeared. So yeah, that's what it probably was for you. That it was someone was in. Well, it could happen in version 1 too, I suppose, but they were probably in PVR, and at some point they added a second layer or a third layer, and probably in your case, the materials file is written. It's looking for a file that's not there with the model. That's what I would check. I'd open up all 4 layers. I'd go through all 4 of them. I'd open up the advanced tab, and you get to the other layers here. They'll appear at the bottom when you open them up, like this. This is how you get to all the different layers, and each one has its own advanced tab. So you'll open them all up. You'll go through them all. You'll open all the advanced tabs, and you'll look through every single one to make sure that there is not a directory for a texture and an absent texture there where there's not a texture. Like you'll see, it won't be here. You won't see anything, but you'll see a directory, which will look strange. But that's what I would do. Go through them all, look at them all. But if anybody hasn't messed with multiple layers, you can do some really cool stuff with multiple layers. Some really cool stuff with that. And actually, with my lava, that's what I was messing with multiple layers. Because what you can do is like for layer 2, the layer 2's opacity determines how much between layer 1 and layer 2 is shown. And then layer 3's opacity determines how much between layer 3 and 2, or it could be between layer 2 and 1. I'm not sure exactly how that works. And so forth. Each one's got its own opacity. That'll determine a slider. And you do some crazy stuff if you got like certain textures on one and not the other. And some of them you got emissive lighting, and then some of them you got like different metallic maps and textures for like different detail maps. Yeah, you can do some crazy stuff. I can tell you now though, if you mess with normal maps, that it doesn't like normal maps on 2 different channels. Like it crashes the game sometimes when you do it. try to do normal maps on more than one layer. Or like you can have like normal map and then the advanced normal map on another one. That don't cause problems. So like having two advanced maps, normal maps, which is the advanced normal. I'm sorry, not advanced, normal detail. It doesn't like having more than one of these. So keep that in mind. Or maybe it's a problem I have with my system. But that's it. That's what should solve your problem, whether you're in version 1 or version 2. You can add the different layers in here as well. And see how you get to them in here is you just pick them like this. They don't actually add a second one at the bottom. You have to get to them like this. Just picking on each one. I like the way the PVR does it better. This is kind of confusing. Don't like that.